A lot of people been mad at Fat Joe just basically because of the way he talks, or I guess the way he sounds when he's podcasting or talking, or when he says uh like podcasting should be for, I don't know, he says something about rappers and podcasting, and it all just sounds crazy to me. But this podcast right here that they did it like a day ago or something like that, Jada and Fat Joe or what have you. It seems kind of interesting, but still in all, right? Regardless of what Fat Joe says, because I don't adhere to nothing that no one says, Fat Joe or not. Facts. I run with my own batteries. I promise you. So I just feel, me personally, I've been podcasting for years. Right? And I feel that rappers, my take on it, and it's not my take on Joe and Jada podcast. It just so happens that they one of the newest podcasts that popped out. So they there right now, but it's really not that important to me, right? But here's the thing. If you plan on podcasting, right? Holy snap. You got to worry about you. You just have to do you. I doubt that you want to stay focused on other people or what they saying, right? But does podcasting get watered down when rappers, like what we tend to talk about is rappers that made it, rappers that are super lit, that their songs have been played at number one and all that. Now, if you have, and this is no disrespect to this rapper here, and if you're the type of person that watches rappers podcast and you all day watching the rappers podcast but won't watch a podcast from a regular dude on your block that starts a podcast, then you yourself right now, you need to get the fuck out of here, right? Just do me that favor and exit the building right now, right? So with that being said, I say that because podcasting, right? This whole podcasting industry was not made by no fucking rapper. So I could say that because I started podcasting in the very beginning. Facts. Yeah, I was rapping, I was making music, I was bugging out. I was with the Lost Boys. You know what it is, bro. I was with Miz. I was with a lot of rappers. I was with Tony Sunshine, meeting up with Cuban Links. I've said these stories before on my channels, on my platforms. But I never made it as a multi-selling rapper or nothing, right? And that's because I was running the streets, but I was running the streets with Sandman, the rapper. Facts. Bad Company. Rest in peace to Sandman. I was locked up and running the streets with Maserati Fox from G Unit. These are undisputed facts. But me, myself, King Warpath, Almighty, I've never made it to be a millionaire or number one selling rapper. So I started podcasting before anyone thought about getting a computer, getting a microphone, setting up their setup. Before any of these little rappers started deciding that maybe we should podcast, I was already investing in my podcast career. With that being said, today, when you turn on your beep, 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 right? You have a whole lot of rappers popping up and their episodes just playing for you, right? And that seems cute and all that, right? But when you plan on podcasting, you want to do it because it's something that you want to do, right? And of course, money always is important. In this note here, on this episode with Fat Joe and whatever they doing, I can see they get into the bag, right? You may think they get into the bag and it's cool, but here's the thing. They already, and here's when it comes, your podcast, you starting it, and you have no body backing you, and these kids have somebody backing them, right? Hold on, let me just remove this. So you see right here on the top is that the page is small. So let me just put it out this way so you can see it. So you can actually see what we're talking about. Because I put the anyway, I'll just make it longer so Jesus Christ. So you can see the whole thing. Where is that thing now? Bip. FBI, open up! Holy shit. So check this out. I'm trying to find, where is that? My God. Oh, it's over there. All right, cool. So you see Fat Joe here, right? And already, let's renew the whole thing. This is what I felt like today. Okay, they have 52,000 views, right? And just a second ago, not even 3 minutes, bro. I promise you, they were at 40-something thousand, right? Now this channel been up already for a while. I'll show you. Because I'm showing you because I know how to search things and maybe you don't, right? They joined August 7th, 2024, right? With 10,000 subs. Wherever they got this from, somebody gave it to them. They probably had it. Who knows? Snatched it up from somebody from their family. Or YouTube themselves. They probably got all these tricks going on. But it is impossible that you're going to start a podcast. All right, here's the thing. You can.
What's your big idea? I'm Mr.
You can, right? Immediately, you're going to be filtered with ads on everybody's channel. Doesn't matter if it's Fat Joe, if it's Jose Benenota. That's the way podcasting goes. I'm just showing you, right? So this right here has 1,000-something views. This is actually not the video, but the latest is this 7 hours ago. That's probably like a clip, right? They put it smaller. This is 50 minutes. I guess this was a live. Oh, no. It wasn't even a live. It's a video. So right here is at 1,000-something views because they cut the video to 7 minutes so they can't get no in-between views, because the only way that you get in-between views, like views in the middle, is that if you put it at 8 minutes. Anything after 8 minutes. 7 minutes and under is not happening. So, but they did pretty good. If they want the video to pop, they changed the title of the video. They just left their name in the beginning because their name, Fat Joe and Jadakiss, that alone generates views. But if you tap this, pop, the actual video is at 54,000 views in 7 hours, right? 3,500 likes, right? And the comments, I swear, Kiss is an Italian mobster. Joe talked the whole time like it's his interview. People are always going to have like things to say, disrespectful things. So if you want to pay mind to the commenters, then go ahead. I pay mind to them only because I'm a content creator. Fat Joe and them, they probably don't pay mind to the comments. That'll be their downfall. You just wait for it, right? But I've been laughing at it because technically pages pop, right? And this is what they trying to do. They could care less. You trying to make your show go viral, right? I will hope so. But the minute you start answering comments, he would have not even got, no, definitely 54,000 views, 3,500 likes. But people are stating that the only reason he got dumb views is because somebody paid for their views to get there. And if you don't know that rappers actually promote their page and pay for their page to get to success, then something is wrong with you. I understand that part. Like, are you supposed to be paying for your page to go viral? Of course, you should be paying, right? But here's what I did. I've never in my life paid for nothing, right? Because I don't see a sense in it. Like, I really don't, right? Honestly, I generate an income on my live stream. I generate an income on all my pages. And you see when they say here, shout out to Boost Mobile hit them with a few dollars for promoting their bullshit brand, right, that they don't even use. Those are endorsements. We've had thousands. I could show you all the text messages. As a matter of fact, right now I was just walking up the stairs. Is the king, this guy, he calls himself the king of podcasting, whatever. I don't know, not one podcast show that he owns, but apparently he's the king of podcasting. He's made like 50 million. He does like these episode type shit that he teaches you how to grow on. I told him, he's like, yo, I see that you're not here no more. I said, you know what? It took for me not to sit there no more in your boring ass class for you to wonder or see that I'm not there no more. But when I commented, so you to hit me back, you didn't even answer me. The minute I leave, you notice I'm not there no more. Eat a dick, my nigga. You get it? Facts. And when I talk to you, if I feel like you a violation, I'ma violate you. I'ma talk to you the same way I would out here in person, in a comment, anywhere. Ask anybody. So that's when you know it's me. All these other comments that you seeing or hearing or people commenting on other pages, that is definitely not Warpath, right? You got to tap on the link and you're going to see that it's not going to bring you to my channel with every channel that I have, unless it's like a gaming channel that I just opened. They all have thousands of subscribers, thousands of likes, thousands, millions of views. Facts, respectfully, right? But it does bother me when I see rappers that made it, that got millions of dollars podcasting. Facts. I just feel like you look like a cornball. Like, that's how a nigga really know there's no money in rap, nigga. Because if there was money in rap, I would have stood rapping, nigga. What the fuck am I doing podcasting? Right? So if you trying to become a rapper, I think you should really evaluate that shit and take a look into becoming a podcaster. Right? Because nobody knows you yet as a rapper. So as a podcaster, you still probably got the chance right now. But if your podcast didn't make it to thousands of subs early on in the podcasting game, right about now when these rappers are filling in the space that's on the sides or left over, you ain't getting in here, bro. Respectfully, I've been telling y'all this. I've been telling y'all the rappers are coming to podcasts. There is 1,000,000 times more money in podcasting than hip hop, bro. Facts. English rappers are trying to rap in Spanish. Why? There is definitely more bread in the different language of music than in English. The people in New York City, I live in New York, in the 5 boroughs, right? To say if to some people that believe there's 5 boroughs, we consider the boroughs to be only 4, right? Excluding Staten Island. So, that's funny. But anyway, bro, hopefully, if you're a dude that's into podcasting and you think that podcasting is the thing that you want to do, then you need to pay it mind, right? Since you know the Lost Boys, those are my cousins. They're your cousins. Where you live at? You from Southside Jamaica? I know the Lost Boys. I've been around them. I be with them and all that. Facts. Jose, what? That's my uncle. Okay, but he from 134 or 136, 137. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I shouldn't even be saying that, but I'm telling you, like, a nigga's whole block where a nigga live at, you know, and everything. But yeah, I met him a long time ago. My son met him and everything. But these niggas be outside like nothing. And I'm really talking about Sheiks. Sheiks be outside like nothing. Facts. Well, I'll just go right to his crib. No, Hempstead. But it's still like, well, I get it. Oh, you don't live in New York. You live in Hempstead. I'm not going to act like I really remember where Hempstead is at because I really don't. But anyway, so, yeah, bro, I just find it stupid, dumb. Honestly, I'm not going to diss this show because the show has Jada Kiss. I like Jada Kiss. I think he's a good rapper, right? Even though he's never been in prison, he's never did a bid, he's never did none of that, right? And I know that some of y'all want to believe that he has. He's never even been to the precinct, right? But Fat Joe has probably one time, right? And that don't make you a bigger man than the next man because I know plenty of dudes that went through the prison system one time, 10 times. And all 10 times, they was buns. Facts. They was the same person. As a matter of fact, they changed. They live in the street and they buns when they got locked up. I can't say that about Fat Joe because I was never locked up with Fat Joe. But a lot of people have a lot of mistaken situations when it comes to Joey Crackadoni over here, thinking that he was a member of the Almighty Latin King and Queen Nation. And that's a fact. I mean, that's a fact that is a lie. He's never been part of no Latin Kings, no nothing. Facts. Now, he has people that are, his brother is, and so forth, right? We could all live off of that. I'm pretty sure that my family lives off the fact my aunts is probably like, my nephew, Warpath is a Latin King, he's from Brooklyn and all that, right? I'm pretty sure my brother has gotten into arguments with people. Oh, my brother's a Latin king, one of the leaders, been down for, you get it? Talking mad shit, right? But they're right. They're right. Because they know Warpath and they understand the codes of New York City. If you don't live in our boroughs, if you don't live in New York, then you don't understand our New York life. If you moved to another state and you've been gone 5, 6 years, even 3 years, you don't understand New York City. Facts. Because you used to live here for a little bit or even all your life. In 3 years, nobody knows you out here no more, bro. Facts. Especially if you was a bum. If you was a bum, like you wasn't getting no bread, you wasn't outside, you can't be talking about New York in your podcast, bro. And then you got a recording of you in a whole other state, nigga. What the fuck are you doing talking about New York? You look crazy. Facts. But shout out to you wherever you from. New York City, we in the building. Brooklyn, what's up? So Fat Joe, I think, is one that he's into podcasting, like hard body, and I think he sees some money in it, and hopefully things are going good for him, right? I'm not gonna hate on him. I'm not gonna, I could block him and I could make his career come to an end on podcasting. I promise you. Nah, I'm just kidding. So anyway, I don't know. Joe is one that's taken to this talking thing pretty well, but here's the problem that I have with him, and let's see if we find that part in his Totoralo. Let's see if we find that.
They gonna win the other ticket hands down unanimously.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it a fact. Like, I don't know why Jada's voice used to be. Well, I guess when he raps is different, but mine's is not much of a difference. But it's kind of annoying in a podcast. Facts. But let's get to it.
These circumstances be flying from LA to New York with the.
So somebody stated that Joe didn't even give him a chance to talk. He took up the whole show. I don't know if it's Joe or Jada's show, but I'm pretty sure it's Fat Joe's, and Joe went and got Jada, or whoever paid for the show went and got both. But here's the thing. When you start a podcast like this and you have a page that has millions of followers, like Fat Joe could have easily put this on the Fat Joe page and lit that up, pop. But here we go without thinking. Nah, I'm not going to do that, bro, because that's going to interfere in my music. No, it's not. Now your music channel is there, and you have to drop a record every month or every 2 weeks if you want YouTube to boost that page. Facts. But Fat Joe's videos, his music videos, just his name, is typed a lot and looked for a lot, as much as people want to hate him, right? As much as people want to be hateful or disrespectful or whatever, your little brother looks for Fat Joe. Your cousin looks for Fat Joe, right? I don't know. Even me, I don't live my life looking for Fat Joe, but today I had to punch in Fat Joe's name probably over 50 times. Why? Because I figure, let me throw him in the conversation, although I didn't put his name in the title or nothing, right? Because his name is not needed. But I'm going to talk about the situation and the video that I seen with Jada. Because out of Jada Kiss and Fat Joe, right? And I'm not talking about who's a better rapper. I'm talking about who I think I don't know, like who I would get along with more as a person or as a dude, as a street dude, even though he's never been locked up. I think it'll be Jada, right? I've been around people that they both know that they be around till date. Facts. And I must admit that if these rappers act anything like those people, then you're a derelict. Facts. Because not to talk bad about nobody, but your mans was a derelict when they was with me. So this is a Boost Mobile situation, and this is when you have a sponsorship promoting your channel. In the top of this page, it says Boost Mobile, right? So Boost, I guess, is giving them a boost and pushing their page. So I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be like a major thing where every day you're going to see episodes.
Because he need the ball in his hand every.
I know that them 3,700 likes means nothing today. So don't get hype. It just gives you more views. And I think these views are played with and gotten from the owners of either this page or the Boost Mobile itself. Like somebody pays to get these channels promoted. Facts. I doubt that Fat Joe paid for it because he could give two fucks. Like he's just sitting there collecting bread, which is a good thing, I'm guessing, right? It's a good thing if you could just sit there and collect some bread. Who don't want to do that? Let me know in the comment section. Would you like to do that? Just sit back, talk, collect? No, probably not. Because here's the thing with this podcasting thing. And Joey says it a lot. I want to find that, bro, but I don't want to bore you of looking for what he said.
He's a killer.
Look.
That when we eventually won the game,
Tell me if you're feeling this way.
Oh my God,
The
killing me
internet
with an
that
ad,
we've all
bro.
So come to depend
My
on.
God.
It's become one of the most.
you know, Boost Mobile was in the game, presented by Boost Mobile.
So he's talking about Boost Mobile only because Boost, he got a check from Boost Mobile. Thanks a lot for hitting that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you for hitting like, subscribing, telling your friend to tell a friend. Guess what? Warpath, New York City, Brooklyn. Are we in the building? Oh yeah! Hell yeah! On the lockout, New World Order. Yeah, let's get it. So let's see what Joey Crack is talking about. Crack him up, Crack.
Did a commercial for them crazy years ago, man. It was a fun time.
Lisa gave you the bag. Was
Lisa
it?
gave me
Lisa gave out a lot of.
She
Boost
gave out a
Mobile
lot of
bags,
Boost
yeah.
Mobile
Shout out to
bags.
Lisa.
So she gave him a Boost Mobile bag. Here's the thing. Nobody gives a fuck. Yo, check it out. Shout out to them, bro. Shout out to them, bro. So I'm not too into this whole thing, right? About Fat Joe with Jada. I don't know if it was a good thing. But you know what? Let's give it to him, right? Let's give it to him. For the first show, 56,000 views is amazing. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Although you threw in the Boost Mobile, you threw in the fucking whatever, right? But I don't get it because some of y'all people be like throwing that Fat
Stood out
Joe,
to me.
right?
We played together.
And for the most part, Fat Joe makes a video and it goes viral, bro. Facts. If you don't think this is viral, something is wrong with you. Because 56,000 views, right? Even though 1,000 comments and 3,700 likes is viral. Facts. That's viral right now. Because if you leave it up to the news says Jalissa, who just went viral with over 5,000 views. And I'm like, bro, 5,000 views is viral? Yeah, my nigga. Then we cypher. I went cypher. You heard? Facts. I got videos 96,000, 100 and something thousand. What? You kidding me? I got 3,000 likes, 5,000 likes on one video. So I went cypher, right? The fuck out of here. Anyway, I don't like this whole situation. Rappers, if you're a rapper, continue fucking rapping, bro. You come into podcasting, all you doing is you're interfering with a flow that somebody already had. That's what I'm saying. But can Fat Joe podcast? Should Fat Joe be podcasting? Here's the thing. It depends. If you fit in podcasting, then you fit, right? Does Fat Joe make a good representation for podcasting? I think so. So I got to give him his props, right? And I got to give him his props, but not just stopping, right? He's chasing the money. But here's my problem I have with the whole Fat Joe when he podcasted. Fat Joe starts saying, nah, bro, because like if you, right, like your name is John DeMaggio, whatever, and you decide you want to get your internet and start your thing, boo, and you start podcasting, Fat Joe and them, when they talk about these people, who are these people? They talking about you. Facts. And you can't talk like that because podcast, content creation was made by regular people for regular people. Facts. Before all this monetization situation came into play, it was all regular Smitties, podcasting, having a good time before the money started coming in, right? When the money started coming in, we was there too. Facts. I was always outside recording my content. Facts. In the streets of New York City. I still record in the street, but not as much, right? And just because somebody put me up on it and it's kind of true, like, yo, Ward, you got mad drama, nigga. You're recording in the street. You could be on your phone like this and dukes run up on you. Even though I was always on point, but I don't want to think like I'm the most on point. Well, this is what happened. A dude did pop out. Boom. Hooked off. It got popping and everything. Facts. And still in all, I still went live like that. But then the same dude on the same block popped out again. Facts. So every time I had to break him up and hospitalize him, I don't know what he thought, that he was just gonna pop out and like he was gonna get somewhere with that. But yeah, he likes to see the hospital clinic. Shout out to Ty. Facts. But anyway, Fat Joe, that's the story with Fat Joe. I don't know. Let him do what he wants to do. If it's his success, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. He's with Jada Kiss. I think they talking about something extremely stupid, like respectfully, like podcasting. Bro, listen, all right. Some people may be watching our shows, right? Because they always watch our shows, right? And think, like, yo, you should start a podcast, Warpath. Bro, are you an idiot? Like, this is a podcast. Like, a podcast doesn't consist of two or more people. A podcast is anyone that's talking about anything. A subject is behind the microphone, records it, posts it. Facts. So, I understand the podcast, right? And I make podcasts with other people too. Like I have a lot of episodes like that on my other channels, on the Golden Culture with a K podcast, where I show you how to grow your channel, how you can get over 1 million views just by doing one thing, how I show you how to build your tech equipment and build your computers from scratch. I show you how to plug in 2 computers, 2 Buffalo Stuffos. I show you how to pop, zip, lights it up. I show you where you buy this, where you buy that. I paid $700 for that. I show you where you can get it for about $580 with the stand, with the wires. Zoom, they go all the way through, pop, that you're going to need. Where you buy, how you build computers. I show you all that on Tech for Rec. TEK, the number 4, REK. Pop, I promise. So if you scroll down there through them videos, you're going to see all the videos. And in the description to each of them videos, there's links on where you could buy everything that I have. And if you need a computer for free, I give them away regularly. I promise you. I've been doing that for years. You just have to find me on other channels. This is not my only channel. Moron. Facts. So, now that we got that paid in full, right? We can get back to the Joey Cracker Donuts. So Fat Joe, some people feel Fat Joe is stunting though. Is he stunting? Is he like showing off? Like that he has a part? I don't know. Like what's the problem with Joe? I think Joe gives off a bad presentation only because when he podcasts, he has a tendency of saying like his belief, I believe, and nothing is going to fade this away from him. His belief is that you shouldn't be coming up with a podcast. You, chamaquito, you a little nigga. Don't make a podcast. You heard? Facts. Why? Because you're not a rapper. You're not famous. I don't know. I don't know what really makes you a rapper. Most of these rappers are pussy. Facts. And they're signed. So what does that mean? I promise you, most of these rappers are not who you think they are. I promise you. And I've been around more rappers than microphones. Facts. And why am I, King Warpath, right? Just being honest, the actual so-called gang member for over 30 years of my life, I have over 28 arrests and 19 convictions. And when I hang out with a rapper, the nigga has none. Never been arrested, never's been convicted, none of that. That don't mean he's straight pussy, right? But it just means son don't do no crime, you heard? Facts. So I don't do no crime around none of them niggas. When I'm around a rapper that I know this nigga's rap, except Sandman, Maserati Fox, niggas like that, those are hood rappers. You get it? When a rapper go viral, like he bling bling, he's out of here. He don't even live nowhere near around us and all that, right? My friendship with him is like distance. Like, yo, what up, what up? But I'm not hanging out with him. I'm not doing none of that. Facts. I don't give a fuck how much money he got. Facts. He's not giving you none of that money, so why should I care? But anyway, the whole thing is what you think about Fat Joe. Do you like Fat Joe's podcast episodes and all that? I don't think they talking about anything important here on this episode. They talking about like sports. I don't like sports.
Sure, if we get
invited me and did all
How do you
that.
get invited?
I just don't want to wear more than one outfit.
I've never been invited to.
You heard?
Huh?
I'm cool with the Met Gala. I don't want to be layered. I don't want to have like a suit with another suit with a quilt. Just give me one nice suit.
Yo, your man
with some accessories.
Listen, one of my idols, Babyface, he looked like Professor Clump. I don't know what is the
what?
Your idol, Babyface? I don't know. But anyway, I'm not into all that. They was really talking about sports, if I'm not mistaken. And Fat Joe, this is where he dissed the people.
Now that I use Monday Service, AI makes solving tickets my form of meditation. Monday Service.
Lisa gave out a lot of
She
boost.
gave out a lot of boost.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? This is Joe Crack.
Your boy Jada.
This is the Joe and Jada Show.
Sponsored, presented to you.
Now, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. You could have got another name, and this is the Joe and Jada Show. Bro. If the show is gonna make it, kind of it'll go hard, right? But here's what you gotta do, Joe. Don't listen to nobody, bro. Y'all gotta post, right? And you gotta post like you hungry. If you don't post like you hungry, You started this shit for nothing. You're wasting your time podcasting. Facts. You could talk. I could tell you could talk. I know you could talk. So talk. It's all you got to do, bro. Is talk for an hour. Facts. But do that daily. And if you don't want to do that daily, do it today, but do it for 4 hours and post 1 hour this week, 1 hour 2 days later. But don't leave your show without you posting at the very least in the third day. Facts. Me, personally, you got 56,000 views. The only way you're going to get 56,000 again is if you post fast, pop, facts. And I mean, like tomorrow. If you don't post tomorrow, I very much doubt that you get 3,700 likes again and all that. Facts. Unless, and I can't even say unless, it's happening. I see it. You got products that are boosting your episode. So probably you will, right? Because they paying the piper, but it's a pop. You get it? But am I mad? No, I can't get mad that somebody else is getting money. Am I mad that it cuts into our regular podcast episodes and whoever wants to start episodes on the internet and all that? Yeah, I worry about people. I worry about myself. I worry about other people. I could have had plenty of opportunities to get on with well-known rappers, more known than these rappers. Facts. And I was talking my shit. Like, nah, nigga. But here's the thing. I would probably do it today. Like, when the time came, I wasn't ready for that. You feel me? But I don't know. It's just that rapper, even though you famous, like, you mad ugly, my nigga.
By Boost Mobile.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Let's take care of it.
Here we go. When you doing an episode, y'all rappers are going to kill that. But you keep by Boost Mobile. Bro, it's straight like 50 something minutes in. For that, I don't know, did they get it in right from the gate? I would have got it in right from the gate. But I want to hear Fat Joe.
The people that's paying the bills
Boost
around here,
Mobile
first things first.
Is the
The people that are paying the bills around here, first things first. Nah, nigga. That shit don't work that way. Unless Boost Mobile gave me, Jadakiss, $20 million to do this podcast, Boost Mobile eat a dick, bro. Facts. Eat a dick, Boost Mobile. Facts. That shit is trash anyway. Facts. They got free apps nowadays. You could make a phone call for free. Don't believe me? Let me get you the name. Y'all want to learn? Don't ever pay a bill again? Best commercial you ever going to see. This is a fact. Don't ever say that Warpath didn't give you nothing, bro. If you never want to pay a bill again in your life and you want to download an application that's going to give you a phone number, a text situation, is going to give you everything that your phone will give you, and it's going to change nothing in your phone, go to your app store and download Text Now. Text Now. I promise you. Text Now. Text Now. So go to the store, go to Google, punch in Text Now, and you're going to have another phone. If you already got a phone number on your phone, good. You're going to have two phone numbers. I promise you. Text Now, Text Stop. I have a lot of those that work, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, my dude. I don't pick up the phone for nobody. So, when my phone rings, the only person I pick up for is if you're about money. Facts. If you're bringing me money, I pick up for my wife, right? And I picked up for Jose recently because he brought me the computer for me to fix for his son, because I'm the one that actually built. I built the PCs. Remember when I built the 3 computers for the 3 kids? and I showed them when I post them. I built them the PCs. So I did all that, right? But I don't know, bro. It's just weird to me, bro. Like, whatever. I'm going to leave the number there. You guys can contact me. Beep, beep. Nah, listen. So get this app. The app is pretty decent. It works. You will never pay for a phone again. Facts. So Fat Joe is giving you the Boost Mobile. You will be paying. You know how it goes. $60 keep the booze in your boots, right? Whatever the fuck. But boom, we got Text Now, and it's free. And tell me which one would you prefer. Facts. Text Now, right? You have more delayed calls, backed up calls, drop calls from any Boost Mobile or anything in your life than you would from Text Now. Facts. Text Now has never left me hanging. Facts. And I've had that shit for years. Facts. And I pay $5. I promise you. Just to stay with the same number. I pay, my phone bill is $4.99. Facts. And mind you, it's $4.99 every year. Once a year, I pay $4.99. I promise you. And it rings the same way that any phone would ring. It accepts calls. It's a 347-917 number, 718, whatever number you want, bro. You could get an area code from Massachusetts, which whatever you want is in that app. Text Now. Go to the App Store and download the app called Text Now, bro. Facts. I don't understand why people always hit me up like when I'm live, bro. Like if they go on my show, you will see that I'm live. Like, why you call me? As I'm talking though, you heard the phone? Somebody just text me. Facts. I promise you. But I don't know if you heard it or not because this microphone sounds are blocked from back there and the phone is over here. But somebody just text me. So the texts come through like nothing. Bling, bling, all that. I promise you. That's how much I pay, right? And I took off the service on a $2,000 phone. This is a Galaxy. This is the S25. Facts. Not the bullshit Galaxy. This is the real S25. Ultra magnetic beam with the seam with the triple beam of lean. I promise. Yeah, boy. So $2,000 something phone. And the last time I paid for a phone bill was when I first got the phone. And that was it. Facts. I'm not going to be paying no fucking... You know how much my wife paid for her phone? For nothing, my dude. I would never do that. I get the same calls. She calls me from her phone to my phone. The same thing. I'm texting all types of shit. Facts. And I paid $5. And I think the last time I paid them was like 2 years ago or some shit. So I think it's for every 2 or 3 years or something like that. Facts. Check it out in the App Store, bro. I'll never lie to you. That's somebody else. Facts. So let's move on to what we got to show you today because I got to turn on the AC because it's mad hot in here. But this guy, I had to tell him how to fix his applications. This is Jada because he was streaming and making videos and they looked crazy, bro. So I told him, bro, look, over here, his videos were like in 3K or like they were just whack. So let's look at them. Look at this video. Is it this video? Yeah, I think so.
Let the motherfucker.
Right, so they in 4P. You see right here? I think this is the wrong thing for me to show you. All right, cool. You can see it. So it's in 480p. That's the most you could go on his video. Why the fuck would you want to put a video in 480p? That shit's going to look ugly as fuck. So you can't go no higher. you can't even put it on 720, right? I live stream in 1080p, although I prefer 720, but whenever I feel like it, I live stream even in 1440p. Facts, in 2K. But if you want to change the bit rates and all that, you need to have a good internet connection. My internet connection is over 1,000 download and upload. I have the highest internet service there is at my company. Facts. So anyway, once I left this comment to him and told him to fix that, now is at this. Bop, bop, 1080p. So he seen that I left the comment. He didn't even say thank you or nothing, just to let y'all know. He just went ahead and changed it and made it proper, right? That's Jermaine Japri. But I just did that for the sake of, let me see if he's really a garbage dude, if he's going to say thank you, or if he's just going to lie, post it, and be like, yeah, I noticed that. So I went you get it? I noticed that, so I just went and changed it. You get it? I wanted to see if he was going to lie to you guys, but I'm pretty sure he's garbage dude like that. So if you want to see for real, right? You can see right here. You know I don't lie. Here's my comment. I commented. I said, my guy, your videos go to 4P at the most. Let them go to 1440p so one can pick. YouTube will make your content pop more. If so, let me know. If you need me to fly over to you and take care of that from New York City, Brooklyn. Hopefully I was able to help a good brother out on the lockout, right? The nigga didn't even hit like, bro. So if y'all motherfucking stupid ass rappers or fucking machine makers, beat heads, this is why motherfuckers dislike y'all niggas, right? I don't need you to hit me back, but at the least, my nigga, I saved your fucking life. You get it? So then, on the fucking very same video that is in 4 fucking P, now you make me show the people. That was my comment. You see my name there and all that. Look, Pop, 480p is the most that this video would have went to, where I commented with the channel on the lockout. Boom. So it's still going to look proper to you, but it looks like shit, right? I'm not going to play none of his music or none of that, because if I'm dissing him, obviously he's going to cry. So he's a bitch already. He don't give you no props, even for helping him, bro. So now, today, next video, he wakes up. He's feeling himself. He got 12,000 views, 500 likes. He just put up the video 17 hours ago. Let's see what he did. Pop, pop. Oh, my God. 720, 1080, premium go, height right relative. Right. That was because of me, King Warpath. But if I don't show you, you wouldn't know. Right? Nigga didn't even say thank you. Nigga was an idiot. Just because you make music, that don't mean you understand YouTube. And he didn't understand YouTube. He's trying to get an understanding. But if you don't grab a hold of these nuts, nigga, and let people know who's the man, you shall die very soon. So check this out. Let's see this guy. He was released out of jail, then sent back to jail. I think it's a bad thing for him and his family. But may God bless him. You must release this man before something happens. Let me know what you think about this story, young ladies.
A man who was reunited with family after 2 decades behind bars on a drug conviction was shocked when he was ordered to return due to a clerical error. Only on 13, our Pooja Lodia spoke to the man from prison tonight about how it happened and what comes next.
It's the kind of hug that comes after 20 years apart. Ronald Lemuel was released from prison in February.
They showing me how much they love me, and all the time I've been missing it. It's a good feeling. really know what I'm saying, to see that.
We reached Lemuel on the phone.
This call is from a federal prison.
Because he is back in prison.
Damn, I forgot. He went back to prison, bro. He not a criminal, man. Just because he was selling crack. That's just New York vibes. You heard me?
Mayor is his attorney.
I've never heard of anything like this happening.
Back in 2005, Lemuel was caught with crack cocaine.
Oh, my God. What was he caught with? Nah, bro.
Lemuel was caught with crack cocaine. He was already on probation for another crime and was sentenced to more than 20 years in prison. Then, this January, President Biden commuted the sentences of nearly 2,500 people with nonviolent drug convictions. Lemuel was on the list and scheduled to be released in July. He was surprised to be suddenly released in February. But
damn, he was released a pretty amount ahead of time, right? From his fellow peers, and that must have been really hard coming from a prison. I wish I was in prison. I never been to prison. Oh my God, yeah, niggas is crazy, baby.
His freedom only lasted for 2 weeks.
We're getting ready for him to move on to this next phase of his life, and then we find out that, nope, we need you to come back into the Bureau of Prisons. We weren't supposed to release you. And at that point, it was shock. It was, what do you mean?
But you gotta understand what it did to me. After 20 years, y'all let me out, let me go home, and then you call me 2 weeks later telling me it was a calculation on the sentence, so I gotta come back in off of error y'all could have just ate.
Well, you could have just ate that, or for error that they made, they want him to come back in. Now I'm gonna keep it real. You're a good prisoner. You're a good inmate. You heard? Because he turned himself in. I would have never went back. Facts. You would have had to put a warrant for me or whatever. I'm not doing that. Facts. Because now there's no telling if you might ever in your life be free again. So that's like playing mind games with a creative mindset, craftmatical, bet-atical. That's kind of crazy, David. Right? I don't know, bro. It's kind of sad. Facts. That's kind of sad, bro. You don't think so? It's sad. It's sad. It's definitely sad. It's sad. It's bad. I don't know. Word.
8 that 4 months, or at least left me out and kept me on the monitor or something.
Lemuel is now 41 years old, hoping he'll still be released in July.
We're concerned that something is going to pop up where that grant of clemency is not going to be honored.
They don't care. Like, we make a mistake, we can get away with it. We're the federal government.
Nah, I don't work that way.
He got to come back. If he don't come back, we're going to put a warrant out for his arrest. Even though he did everything he was supposed to do when he got out.
I regret all them charges. You know, when I do come home, I'm done with that. I ain't going down that road again. If it's up to me, I'll never come back here. My kids grew up without me, so being my grandkids like this is important.
It's his family, 5 kids and 5 grandkids, that let.
Who's this girl, bro? Because y'all sound old as fuck. Nah, let's see. Who's this girl? Who's this girl?
Lemuel thinks about now. For the past 20 years, this is the life he.
That's his little man? That's not your little man. For the last 20 years, that's the life you live. How you get the fuck? Oh, yeah, you get the booty boom visit? Yeah, you blew her buns out on the visit floor. What's the baby's name? Visit. Yo, what's your son's name? His name is Visit. Yeah, I blew a lot of buns on the visit floor, but she didn't come out pregnant on the visit floor. Yo, what's this? Joey Crack? Oh, yeah, this from the other day. Yeah, I got to delete this because I only hold crack pictures like very quick. Boom. I put it on my other channel a lot on Golden Culture. Culture spelled with a K. Facts. On the Lockout is only for big willies. Facts. Pow. Yeah, let's get to it. Bing. Oh, snap. On the Lockout. New World Order. Boom. Snap.
Bastards. That's all we're worth.
Snaps. Yeah, baby. Action. Facts. All right. Next over phase, we seen this guy with his family. He's back out. He's back in the prison system. What a shame. But unlike every other story, why failed rappers turn to podcasting. Ready? Go.
Welcome to our deep dive into the world of hip-hop and podcasting. Today, we're exploring a fascinating trend, why some rappers who may not have found lasting success in the music industry turn to podcasting as a new avenue for their talents.
Nah, how can we who I'm supposed to be?
Because some of them have the talent, some of them are so dumb that they think they're going to come into our lane, take our money, when me and you started this. And guess who's letting them do this? You. And you and your family members are never, ever going to be allowed to post again on this internet. I promise you. That'll be a thing of the past. Very, very soon. So I don't watch rappers. I don't click on this shit. None of that. I promise you.
Firstly, let's tackle the elephant in the room.
Listen
What
to
exactly
the story.
is a failed rapper? The term itself is subjective and can be controversial. In the hip-hop community, success isn't just about chart-topping hits. It's also about respect, influence, and longevity. The harsh reality is that not every artist will achieve the fame or financial success they aspire to, and the industry is notoriously tough to navigate.
People don't understand, man. And that's why I don't want to be a part of hip-hop no more.
For some artists, when the spotlight fades, they pivot to other ventures. Rappers like Joe Budden and Nori have successfully transitioned into podcasting, finding a new audience and, in some cases, even greater financial rewards than their music careers provided.
Facts made millions, multi-millions of dollars more than they fucking ever made in music. That'll make anybody switch over to podcast, right? Because if you leave it up to you morons, podcasters only get $5, $6. Bro, you think I'll be here for fucking $5 or $6? You're smoking crack. But one of the major rules is that YouTube and all these platforms state you're not allowed to tell no one about your actual rate pay. They'll terminate your channel. I have done it. I show you guys. You could go look. I don't show you all my pay, right? Because I have numerous of YouTube streams, internet streams of income that have nothing to do with YouTube, right? I have over 12 streams of income. This is undisputed facts. I do a lot of technology. I even built computers, right? For those you know what? This dude seen me the other day building a computer in a video, and he was like, "Oh shit!" Like, bro, you didn't know I built my own computers. I built this whole thing. I put this together, and I did it in a video. Facts. You know how many times I take this all apart to clean it? Like, you're bugging. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, I'm taking up, probably start tonight. I'm taking apart this whole computer that the guy, I built the computer for them, but they had it for 2 years. And for 2 years, it was not cleaned. The plastic from the front is still there. I needed to take it down. Facts. And I guess they were keeping it like that because they wanted that if I pass away or whatever, they could have sold that computer for mad bread. Like, your fame only comes when you die. Facts. And he understands how much that computer is worth. That computer is in my house. Facts. I'm supposed to finish by tomorrow. But let's get to this. What's up, bro? What you said? Yeah, all right. Nah, probably dread Fox Friday. Okay, bye.
First dude that had a 3 deal for the same crack. I sold crack, the same crack 3 times. I had to deal with Master Pill, Tidal, and Revolt at the same time. Hello. Hello. I didn't sell them different episodes.
Right.
It was the same episode. And guess what? Hov was cool with it. Yeah. Esco is cool with it.
See, that's
Diddy is cool with it.
See, that's where I start hating.
This shift is often seen as a natural progression for artists who have a wealth of industry knowledge and experience to share.
It's a dope progression, a natural progression in the evolution of an MC's career to jump behind a microphone and start speaking on the game as a commentator, just like they do in the NBA and NFL. When players retire, I think it's dope.
I think that shouldn't be allowed. Facts. I think if you was a rapper, you need to let podcasters talk about you. I don't think that you as a rapper should freeze your rap career and decide now that you want to talk because you's a whole bitch. Because it's you, people like you, that be behind there trying to tell podcasters what they can and cannot talk about. Like, yo, that's foul. Why would you say that? Nigga, cause he a podcaster. It's what podcasters do. Like, it's just corny, bro. And if you leave it up to them, a lot of you will not be here. Facts. And probably even including me. Like, I'm against rappers that made it in the industry podcasting. They do not respect regular people. They do not respect what you have to say. They don't respect you, bro. Can't you tell by the way the ones that are podcasting talk about them coming to the podcasting game? It's just stupidity. So when you try to podcast or your family member that this was made by regular, 3 rappers didn't start this. 3 regular dudes like me and you started this. And we started it for regular people like me and you. But now your computer has become your radio. Blame it on yourself when you won't be able to even record yourself. When you go buy a fucking camera, a 720p webcam, nigga, and you're not allowed to record yourself and post it. That will be happening very soon if you keep allowing rappers to podcast. Facts.
How to talk to lawyers, learning how to hire people, and I feel like all of these skills were
passing what they earned as artists. The truth is, success in podcasting, much like in rap, is not guaranteed. Joe Budden has openly admitted to enjoying watching others struggle in the podcasting space, highlighting the competitive nature of the industry.
I'm looking at these rappers trying shows now because, you know, rappers from our era and they're so failing. Yo, isn't it great? It's great to see It's great to see people fail. Yeah. They do sports shows. They do.
Look, a lot of these rappers never made the money that they making today. You could just tell in their face. There's no money. There's never been money in music. Music, hip-hop has been dudes that know how to sell crack, and when the feds come, they're like, nah, bro, I'm a rapper. I promise you, I've been around rappers my whole life. YouTube is going to change one day, and I think it's going to reverse. What you mean reverse? YouTube should not be for rappers, bro. If you think I'm right, then cool. If you think I'm wrong, then cool, right? I don't kind of understand what you're saying. I don't believe that rappers that made it to millions of dollars, it's nothing wrong with it now. Like YouTube lets anybody get on, regular people, right? But don't let these rappers come on like they own this shit. They coming on like they owning this shit. And then you're pushing their podcast even more. You get it? Like, yo, you're bugging. You're bugging out and you're failing. Charge rappers. Right. I believe that too. You want a podcast as a rapper? Well, they charging them now. Okay? Maybe you don't know how the game goes, but let me explain it to you. They charging all of us. They being charged, but I get it. Maybe they should be charged an extra few $1,000s, right? Because we get 55% of the money, and YouTube gets 45% or some shit like that of our money. Facts. I promise you. I don't think I got the percentage fully right, because I really don't give a fuck how much they take. Which, I mean, I do, but I didn't pay no mind. It's never changed, so I don't talk about it with nobody. I don't talk about my money with nobody. I showed my stuff to my community, but I'm monetized, and I'm monetized on numerous of YouTube channels, right? But that's not where I make all my money from. I generate an income off technology, off of gaming, off a lot of things. You get it? But they already charge YouTubers. Facts. If you get monetized by YouTube, YouTube takes half of your bread. Yes, buddy. Respectfully. They already take all our money. Facts. They already take the money. I think they get like 45%. Believe me, is no less than 35%. And that's been happening since we was able to get paid. Facts. And I've been getting paid since I've been on YouTube. I just didn't start getting. I let this channel pass to a few thousand subscribers, and then I monetized it. People have been telling me, yo, you should monetize it. But I've been monetized for over 5 years on this channel. My other channel's been monetized from the minute I was able to get 1,000 subscribers and a few thousand hours of watch time. Facts. Because that's all you need. 1,000 subscribers and I think 400 hours, 4,000 hours of watch time. It may seem like nothing, but it's something, but it's nothing if you podcast 4,000 hours. Anybody could get 4,000 hours podcasting and monetize your channel. People just don't know how to monetize. But then after that, you got to be doing something. Bro, there's a guy with 250,000 subscribers. He got the play button and everything. Every time he puts a video, he don't even get 500 views. You stupid motherfucker. You went and you paid for the fucking YouTube button. I would never pay for that shit, number one. And you don't even get paid by YouTube, bro. And you got 250,000 subscribers, bro. Facts. Salute, boy. I seen you years ago with Rikers Island stories. Facts. I was the originator of the Rikers Island stories. I still tell Rikers Island stories. And in fact, I must tell a story tomorrow. Facts. Tomorrow morning, I'm coming out with the new Rikers Island episode. Facts, when I let my balls hang like Lego Prego. Ping, ping. It's called The Parliament. So yeah, facts, bro. Check it out, though.
On comedy shows, they selling ass out there, right? They are selling their ass. I'm just doing this for fun. No, no, you're not.
I caught it straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yet, for those who do find success, it can be a rewarding and lucrative career move.
Man, to be, number one hip hop podcast. There you go. Independent black podcast. There you go. On the red carpet. That's amazing. Right.
So here we go. You got Mav Hoffa, a black dude supposedly, right? With 1 million subs. What does that matter if he couldn't get 50,000 views? He's the one that was just crying that his podcast was being shut off. Now, there's no hate on Mav. I love Mav, right? But there goes a prime example. But everybody's making videos about Mav Hoffa. Yo, Mav Hoffa fell off. Yo, bro, you fell off. Mav Hoffa still puts an episode and still gets 12,000 views, 20,000, 40,000 views. Now that he's not getting the same views that he was before, guess what, bro? He fixed that all up. You know how? He made his crew smaller. Pop. Yo, he gotta go, and he gotta go. And now he got the money back. It's like he never lost nothing. Are y'all stupid or just dumb? He's a very smart dude, bro. And when you get 1 million subscribers, you know why that happened to Math? I wasn't happy when it happened, but I was like, that's so y'all could learn, right? Because I was been telling even Math, I hit him on the sideline like, yo, bro, if they ox you, they're going to box you and socks you. And it happened, bro. Facts. But am I proud that he's still podcasting? Sure. Now, this is where he messes up at.
He was hosting yesterday. You were doing some things for BET yesterday.
Yes.
Failed rappers turn to podcasting for a variety of reasons. A desire to stay connected to the culture, the opportunity to leverage their storytelling skills, and the...
Now, where the fuck is that thing? Let me see if I find it, Bucket. People pilot, people pilot, people pilot, pilot, people pilot, people pilot, 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 pilot. No. No. Oh, here we go. Look at this nigga right here, bro. Watch this, guys. Watch.
I know everybody.
This nigga right here is the ultimate fool. Let me show you this stupidest motherfucker I've met in my life. Now, hear my voice as I come right back. This kid, right? He was popping because he got a YouTube.
When y'all are
button.
saying that y'all used to drink,
He got a YouTube play thing, right? So if you YouTubing, if you want to be a YouTuber, this is how you get scammed, right? He had to pay for that plaque. I'll never give YouTube my money for one of those shits unless I'm making mad money. Now, tell me if you see money in this nigga's page. 200 and something views, right? And he could have been making money, right? Because if I get even 20 views, right? But I'm putting a video every day, right? But no, my nigga. This nigga, 252 views 5 months ago. 946 views 5 months ago. 575 views 6 months ago. Right? Almost 1,000 views 7 months ago. 500 views 7 months ago. Right? Now, here's the thing. Number one, he keeps making shorts videos. Then he makes the worst videos I've ever seen in America.
Not really big into committing to things. I usually stop binging the show halfway through the first episode. I mean, remember when...
I bet you he don't even get money for that ad. YouTube is entitled to put money in everyone's videos. The reason why he may not get money for that ad is because you need to be reaching a certain status to get money from that video. And this video right here, and this making videos like this in a long format, horizontal, vertical, you understand, right? This doesn't pay nothing. You get peanuts right here. You could get 10,000 views like this. You get nothing. Don't let nobody lie to you. You get nothing. That's why YouTubers, we don't want this shit here. Facts. So check this out. Nice video. You think that's gonna get money? Bro, I wouldn't pay for that even if you fucking paid me. Fuck out of here. Right? Look at his live streams. His live streams were doing better, right? But here's the thing. When has he gone live? A year ago, my nigga. A year ago. putting his little kid. He didn't get no money for this video because it's vertical. He didn't get no money for this video because he's showing a kid and it's vertical. He didn't get no money for this video because it's vertical. But what he was doing was promoting something totally different. He might be promoting a cooking business. What's good for y'all? What's good, y'all? Ready for dinner? What the fuck? So I guess he was trying to figure out what words go viral, right? And what gets you views. But this is when YouTube was actually giving everybody views. Like if you go live on YouTube, you'll be able to get 200 views no matter who you were, right? Nowadays, it's hard to get 200 or 1,000, even 3,000 viewers, right? This guy's a cook, so he wasn't worried about his YouTube money. But if you think, right, opening my YouTube plaque, he got a YouTube plaque 2 years ago, right? You're opening your YouTube plaque, and he hasn't received $1 from YouTube. Facts. It is impossible. Vertical format videos with 4,000 views each video, and then putting a video at every fucking few months does not pay. So you could get a plaque, but that doesn't mean that you're getting money. Like blah, 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 like real, like hundreds of dollars. Facts. My smallest channel makes way more than he'll ever make on this channel. Facts. With 1,000 something subscribers, and he has 253,000 subs. Facts.
Tired of typing?
I promise you. And he doesn't make any more videos on this channel. Like, where is he? Was he killed? Is he arrested? Did somebody take his life? Yo, do you know where this kid is at? Because I want to let him know you're an idiot. And if you need something to post besides this stupidity.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
He's a derelict, bro. Facts. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. What the fuck is that about? He's a derelict, bro. This nigga's a derelict.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Let's just show the family over here. Let's show them all where we live at, boy. But they could show exactly how you get to his backyard and all that. Facts. He wasn't sticking niggas up like us. You heard? He don't live in Brooklyn or none of that. You heard? He don't even live in Harlem. You heard? Facts. He live in the boondocks. You heard? Facts. That's the closest he's ever been to the street. Hear the boy talk respectfully.
Yes, sir. Hey, we hope y'all having a good Thanksgiving, man. Hope y'all eating good. Y'all already know how we doing, man. I'm about to get us through all these. Just good food on this table, you feel what I'm saying? But
yeah, why you buy that gold plaque with? Your YouTube money? Because you ain't got none, bro. Facts. But they send him a plaque, though. You heard? Facts. They send him a plaque, boy. He cheated his way to 253,000 subs. A lot of people are doing this. And he got a plaque. The plaque was more important to him than anything. His last video.
When y'all are saying that y'all used to drink from the hose.
His last video, 250 something views. Facts.
Because the suspect is a stranger, but rather the victim's father, 46-year-old.
Oh my God, this guy's a terrorist, bro. We gotta set the tone. Let's get it. I hate this. They messed up. It's low because of him.
Joshua Youngblood. In 2023,
salute,
on
Big
Thanksgiving
Louie.
Day, a day where most families get together to give thanks, Youngblood had other plans. Our investigation reveals that those plans involved drugging his daughter and her friend so that he could later take advantage of his daughter's.
Oh, he fucked him, bro. This guy, you're a fucking slob, bro. Man, bro, you can't be fucking little girls, bro. This dude is a foul motherfucker, bro. He's wrong, bro. His daughter? Bro, you're a fucking bastard, man. I'm mad, bro. Fuck, God forgive me, man. But I thought he did it to his friend. His daughter? What a slob, bro.
friend. Our investigation shows that Youngblood gave both his daughter and
his name is Youngblood? You're a blood? Nah, bro.
Her friend fentanyl. While the daughter was gradually dying from fentanyl, Youngblood proceeded to sexually assault his daughter's friend.
What a bastard.
He was also under the influence of fentanyl at the time. This case is extremely disheartening because it goes against all decency. Joshua Youngblood did the unthinkable to his daughter. Today, after a thorough investigation by our DA Houston Division Overdose Task Force, Jade's family, who's here with us today, will finally receive some closure. Josh Youngblood has been charged with murder by fentanyl delivery and aggravated sexual assault.
Thank God, bro. Thank God. Thank God, bro. Fry him, bro. Fry him. This is the mother, I think, bro. I got to hear from the mother. The mother got to have awesome things to say. Hopefully she doesn't cry too much, because I would like to hear you and what you were doing.
Good morning. I just want to say again.
Speak up, please.
For everything. For not letting the case die with his lies, but to keep pursuing. And so he was caught. I can't even express the gratitude I have. And more than that, I can't express the hole that's in our lives now.
God bless her, man.
Jade. She was a light to everybody. She loved everybody. She wanted family to be family.
Oh my God, bro. This is sad. It's super sad, bro. But this guy should get the electric chair. Facts. All right. Let's get to it.
Murder.
And the father is now in jail in Dublin, the Santa Rita jail. Good morning to Laura and Marcus. Yes, on Wednesday, Livermore police, they arrested this man, the father. His name is Justin Pittman. He is 22 years old. It was back in August that police actually responded to a home on the 200 block of Turnstone Drive here in Livermore for a baby in distress. When they arrived, officers found Pittman's young daughter. She was not breathing. They performed CPR until paramedics arrived. The baby, who was just shy of her second birthday, died later at the hospital.
That's that fentanyl, bro. Killing babies, mothers, fathers. Twisting over families, leaving them in despair, turmoil. It's a sad thing, bro. Super sad. Wow, bro. Let's talk about it.
I don't know. My phone is huh? I need can help. Okay, thank you.
Put up the picture full mask.
Oh, snap. He shot him? But, bro, come on. You didn't even show it, bro. You just talking, bro. Ah, man. This dude is a squealer, biller, manila, biller. This is the guy bobbing his smarty channel. Okay. Oh, snap. Cuban Links. What's up? This guy's talking some false information. This is Whack 100, the biggest liar on Vlad TV. When you post Vlad TV's videos, he will smack you. So you got to understand how to cheat around them. So let's play Whack 100 as he tells you his rat, how he became the most famous rat in the Blood Nation, the biggest rat. He got a tribe called Rat Rat, leader of Rat Rat, Rat Love.
A lot of the robberies were being fed to him and funded by the feds, meaning they will have a informant, right? Call somebody, if not him directly, and say, hey, this dude over here got this, got that, right? And it would get to him, and allegedly, he would put together the play, and they would go in and do their thing. But what they were going to do their thing on, he was working for the feds and robbing the feds at the same time. The whole robbery was set up by them to get to him, for him to come get it.
Yeah. Now, I have a problem with that, and that should be a law. Those laws only stand in New York City, too. They do that every day. The DTs will come outside. Let's say, for example, if I was a cop, right, which I'll never be a cop in my life. But if they could change my life, like right now, and make me a police officer, I would take the job. But not as a police officer. I want something like the the chief of administration that accepts the bodies. Like when you get killed, you gotta come to me. But anyway, this guy is a crime solver, and his name is Whack 100, Miss Intelligent. But Big U was set up by the feds. We all know that, right? If the feds are allowing you to commit a crime and they set you up again for you to commit a crime, right? And then you commit that crime and they giving you different setups, bro. A lot of his crimes, they said they was set up by the feds. So you wasn't committing crime. The feds planted all that so they could get a case. That shit should be illegal, bro. But this is not, hold up, let's not act like this just started happening right now, like with No Jumper, with Big U. My brother, this been happening in New York City since the law's been out. Since I've been alive, facts. Every time I went to court, there was times I didn't even do nothing. The police setting me up. And I'm telling these niggas, yo, he set me up. They don't give a fuck, bro. And when you go to court, it's about who could tell the best lie. So the DA, they don't care if you're telling the truth. Nobody cares if you're innocent in court, bro. They there to put on a show, bro. It's all, boom, let the show begin. When we at trial, because I've been to trial numerous of times, whoever knows, knows. It's about, let's see if you can win this. Pop. And they there playing with my life. Facts, I promise you. And I'm like, yo, that's a lie, bro. But you can't worry about that it's a lie. You got to worry about winning. It's about who could tell the best lie in the courts. Facts. Am I bugging? I promise you. It's about who could tell the best lie in that courtroom, bro. Facts. Am I lying? Come on, Tommy. You know I'm not. Yo, that shit is crazy, bro. That's just the way it goes, bro. I promise you. Stop. Stop. Execute him. Word, bro. These dudes are crazy. We always here. We live every day. Video content, real videos every day starting tomorrow. So nice try, Petro. And I'm helping 15 people start their podcast and gain over 15,000 subscribers in approximately half a minute.
Yeah, so the prosecutors wrote, in the shadows, Big U was secretly operating as a kingpin of criminal enterprise that ruled Los Angeles through violence, fear, and intimidation. In one intercepted call, Henley said, I'm retired, N-word, activist. I'll pull up on your block right now, N-word, and show up and show out, N-words. That's what happened to the last N-word that thought I was retired.
But see, even with that, like, I hear it, but he could have just been, you know.
Just talking shit.
Talking shit.
That's what it sounds like.
You know what I'm saying? When I hear that.
You know, yeah, ask last motherfuckers thought I was retired. Like, you know, that's just standard tough talk.
That's real shit.
You know what I mean? We've all said some version of that.
I've said on the side of somebody on the phone, what? I dare you to come through here, boy, we chop it down. This. And get off the phone
and he ain't doing nothing, this old fuck.
Say, could anybody let me borrow a gun?
In your pajamas.
You just done told this dude, you over here, chop it down.
Right.
Boy, you wish you would. Like, it's like they're bluffing.
Yeah, man, listen, I hope he beats it and comes out. Like, I'm cool with Big U. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro,
Like,
I'm going to be real. 600 years, I haven't seen the list of witnesses against him.
Oh, that's not out yet?
We haven't seen that, brother. And I know it's going to be a whole lot.
Loose cannon is in that list. Loose cannon is in the list in the Big U Rat Association for the nation. Facts. But let's watch this guy here apologize to you know who. Hold on. Let's get this right. Let's accept the apology. May we accept this apology. Apologize to Cuban Links, bro. You wrong, my dude. Just do it.
On my behalf, to be honest with you.
And I'm wondering if it was wrong on my behalf I felt like...
Yeah, nigga, you was a bitch. You was a bitch. I don't even like you, bro. Facts. What you did was fraud, bro. Facts. You ain't a Cuban. You a Ruben.
I was cool with him, but I was obligated also to my homie from the crib.
But he had some boys down here that were a part of a certain organization.
Latin Kings. Facts. Cuban Links. Tear it up. Right.
Or whatever, running around and the whole nine. But at that point, to be honest with you, that was just me being, and mind you, I wrote that in Wynwood. I wrote that right here in the house I used to stay in. And just being a chess player. That was
not only that, you're ratting again. You saying Cuban Links was running around with Latin King niggas. You still ratting, nigga. Everybody know that except fake kings. You know who the fake kings are. Facts.
Just me being, and mind you, I wrote that in Wynwood. A certain organization or whatever. But he had some boys down here that were a part of a certain organization or whatever, running around and the whole nine. But at that point, to be honest with you, that was just me being, and mind you, I wrote that in Wynwood. I wrote that right here in the house I used to stay in.
Don't stay in that house no more. It'll get you killed.
And just being a chess player.
Yeah, you try to play with Cuban Links, bro. He wasn't having it. Did Cuban Links slap this guy? I don't know, but he looks like he got slapped.
On the Terror Squad album, what he did on the... quick. So, what I'm saying...
Holy shit, we talking about Cuban Links. Holy shit. After you get skinny, after you get all washed up, Nori, Cuban don't even need you to talk about him, bro. Facts. Please do not mention Cuban. You're washed up, Nori. Facts. You're washed up. I don't even watch your show. Whatever hip-hoppers go on your show is a bunch of alcoholics. I promise you, the last time I seen Nori's show was months ago, bro. Honestly, I don't even watch nobody's show, bro. Facts. I make content. I be in the fucking streets or I'm playing my video game, bro. Facts. I don't sit here and watch a fucking movie or nothing. I ain't never watched fucking movies like that, bro. Facts. I promise you, bro. I'm not a TV dude. I am, but it'll be like music playing or the news, bro. I promise you, I'm watching the same news all fucking day, nigga. Facts. But I'm not watching Nori, none of that shit, nigga. I promise you. That's for people that don't have a fucking brain. You want to watch hip-hop all day. Nigga, do you have a fucking brain? Or you just a dick? Watching hip-hop all day. What the fuck did you learn? The song? You're an asshole.
Quick. So, what I'm saying, what he did, here. Even the way you rapped on shit in the whole nine.
Let me act like I'm still not here. Lock me out.
Yeah, for a Cuban kid, what he was doing and rolling with pun and all that, that was
exactly.
Huge, bro.
Yeah, no, it was huge. So, from my part, being a young buck, just trying to get in the game, that's what that was. But there was a certain form of admiration and respect. Like, damn, because not for nothing, Cuban could spit. Right. You know, the way he put words together was battle shit. You was battling at that time. Exactly. So that, for me, being a young buck, it was...
Not because some battle shit. He was battling at that time. He's a singer, bro. He makes music. He makes songs. Stupid. Let's correct this shit. Not because he's a battling, because he makes good music. He makes songs. Fucking wash down Penko.
It was, like I say, a form of disrespect, but a form of competition at the same time. And now, looking in hindsight, let's just say, you know, it was the wrong move. We should have been bringing each other up.
So won't you go grab Cuban Links right now and bring each other up? This is the fake shit. This is the fake shit. Go grab Cuban Links right now that he could probably use you. Even though he don't need you, he could use you. Right? You got money. You got millions still. I could tell you don't buy now one jewelry. You probably ain't changed your socks in the whole fucking 12 months. Snatch Cuban Links right now and help him out, because when he dies, and I'm just hoping that Cuban Links don't die before you, because I know Cuban Links, I don't know you, so I don't care if you was to die. respectfully. But if Cuban Links was to die, I'll be hurt. So go snatch Cuban Links right now, you fucking Pepper Stokey, and tell him, yo, Cuban, let's do this. Because that's what you're talking here. You're full of shit, bro. Facts.
Instead of trying to hit each other, you feel me?
Which is always the case.
Yeah, so try not to hit each other now and go snatch Cuban Links up. Or drop $1 million in his account. Yo, here's this $1 million, B. Don't ask him, yo, I put $1 million in your account. Niggas ain't real like that, bro. Niggas is corny, bro. This nigga ain't.
Exactly, at the time. But you know, hip hop is based on competition. Who can spit better?
You're no competition for Cuban Links, bro, at all.
Who's doing this? Who's doing that better? Man, he was just talking about what he went through.
Keep filling up my shots.
That was you, Pablo. You did that.
My brother, you think a ghost just went there and poured a drink for you? 127?
I think the ghost is 127. Salud. Everybody got it?
So yeah.
Oh shit, hold on. Let me get a Mama One. Let me get a
Mama
One.
Come on, let's do it. Okay, continue.
So to all of the terror squad and all of them that came up, they opened a lot of doors for all of us.
That's right.
Shout out to episode as well.
And rest in peace to Big Pun, who was probably one of the best.
All the Latinos and all the people in
And big up Cypress Hills. I like that.
Cypress Hill for sure.
Even what's my man? Mellow Man Ace.
Cuban dude, Sendog's brother. Yeah, one of the first dudes to break those barriers, man.
Yeah, but fuck all that. We talking about Cuban Links. Fuck the rest of them niggas. You was talking about Cuban Links. Fuck all that.
Okay, so one day, gonna be honest.
I don't know where this story is gonna go.
Neither do I. But I'm gonna be honest.
You're talking about Tarzana, Babu.
Exactly. I know where I was going.
I think this is where one day I'm gonna pull Cuban Links out or some shit like that. I don't know. He said he fantasizes about interviewing Cuban Links. Bottom line is, he's another loser. Nori, he ain't nobody in this rap space or nothing. I lost respect for him 25 centuries ago. Facts. Fuck him. I like him, but I just can't stand him. And if I can't stand him, I don't understand him that well. Yo, I'm off this, bro. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in and listening to my crazy ass for a few hours. I just want to let you know, the next time you come in this show, try to come in well prepared, something to say, something to do, because a lot of you dudes just comment like, yo, what's up? I don't know, you tell me what's up, nigga. That's all your mother gave you was a 6-letter word or a 5-letter word. I'd rather you not say nothing to me. Facts. But thanks a lot, bro. Hit that like button. Tell your lady not to be a ham, to be a cheese burger, quarter pounder with cheese. Thanks a lot for giving me 300 views or whatever it is. Facts. I love you, bro. My name is King Warpath. New York City, Brooklyn for life. Stand up. New York City, we the best. New York in real life. Facts. We from New York in the real life. In real life. No pretend. New York City. Bing. Ha. Llévala, Bobby. Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh snap. My brother, what are you doing? Are you drunk? Time for me to bug out right now. Right, facts. Hit him in the head, war. Que me lo mame.
Bastards. That's all we're worth.